Heartfelt emails, they're always tough. This one, especially tough. I'm gonna go into how to deal with somebody that you care about that it's gone off the deep end. Alright guys, thank you for visiting Mentor's Approach. Today's email, just like the other ones, always a good learning moment. However, this one is heartfelt. It goes really deep and it's scenarios that go very deep that kind of like bring out the best learning moments. Before I go further, I just wanted to express my appreciation to everybody who's been seeing the new videos and giving me feedback on how to change certain things, especially with the camera. I'm learning so much. I want to say thanks to all of you who have taken the time to send me messages to let me know and give me pointers on the things that I could do better. It's been awesome. Again, this channel is all about learning, and I try to share these YouTube responses with you guys so we can all learn and see where we can go forward. And comment below, let me know what you think with any of the videos, and if you have questions, of course, ask away. So getting back to the email. Hi Nikos, I have a crazy situation. My ex-husband left me a while ago. He moved out without saying anything. I think he's a narcissist, but I'm not sure. I wasn't able to get a divorce for over a year. I tried. Then suddenly he came back like nothing happened. I don't know where he was, nor none of his friends do. He apologized, told me he loved me, and acted like nothing had happened. I asked him to stay at his parents', and he freaked out and left to stay at a friend's house. I get a call 3 weeks later asking for divorce, that he can't believe me and he is taking everything from me. He has his name on my business. He took everything out of the accounts and one day, and I am stuck right now not knowing how to handle him. I am seeing a lawyer this week. Am I the crazy one here? What am I supposed to do with this all? What do I do with the business now? I have no cash flow. Heartfelt. This is one of those, and I can see why you think he's a narcissist. I can see why you believe that, he's treading on that, and he might well be. We don't have enough information 100%, but this kind of sounds like there's a psychological disturbance occurring with him. He's going through something drastic in his life. Whether he's a narcissist or not, that's tough to tell because somebody doesn't just get up and leave. This wasn't even ghosting. This was like he's married to you and he got up and left. You don't even know where he's been. Like it's a crazy story, and you probably went through hell for like a whole year. Like what do you do in that situation, kind of thing. Holy cow. And I like, but you sound like you know what to do, and that's awesome. You're doing the right things. You started calling him your ex-husband, so your emotions were in check towards, I guess you went through like chaos in your head. You started calling him your ex-husband. He came back, and this whole thing with him going into your accounts and all this craziness, you got to see that lawyer, of course. And what I would recommend is go see a corporate lawyer for sure to figure out how you're going to deal with this whole thing with the business. You need to get him out of the business. This whole situation comes down to this. Your life was abruptly screwed up for a whole year. He took off, you're working on your business, now he comes back and he causes whole chaos and drama, and clearly wherever you went, what was he stealing money before? Did you guys share accounts? Did you not share accounts? Did you guys have separate accounts where he could just take whatever he wants? Was he stealing money before? Is your accountant aware of all this? Can you talk to your accountant, make sure that your accountant goes through the numbers, see where he came up with this money? Or it makes no sense. There's a lot of question marks that I think if we talked one-on-one, I would ask for so many more details. That being said, the question that you need to deal with right now is or how you deal with this is you need to get rid of all emotion. And this has to be a logical approach. You can't be upset, hurt, angry. You can't be anything that will make your logical world. You gotta be, every time you gotta think, you gotta stop and say, is this affecting a decision I'm making right now? Whenever you start feeling those emotions. And I know it's one of the hardest things to do. No matter what anybody tells you, it's the hardest thing to do, especially with a situation you've gone through. Okay, and I would sit down and I would say, all right, what are my steps? I got to figure out what's occurred. So I'm going to go talk to the lawyer, ask him the next steps and what I need to do. Then you're going to go and figure out with your accountant where, is there a money trail with anything? What can we find? Where do I look for that? And what can you do with this whole legal situation of him taking the money? For me personally, I would be freaking out from a perspective of him stealing. Like, I would be just that he robbed you. That's what he did. He went and opened the accounts and robbed you blind. So like, you can't just, if you're a partner in a corporation, or partnership, you can't just open the accounts, take the money and take off. That's like not like, it's crazy. Just thinking about this, but that's like illegal. Like, you can't just do that, especially if you have a contract set up and you guys have a process of being paid out, etc., etc. Your lawyer should be able to figure out what to do with that and to go through that process. The problem that you need to work on right now, where I'm reading this, is you don't have cash flow, and what can you do? Well, go out and get a bridge loan. Fine, you're gonna go to the bank and see if you get a loan, do something, but you just need cash right now to get you going. Clearly, you were making money before, so that means the cash flow is coming in every month, but you probably need cash flow to buy whatever you need for your business and operate your business. So go get enough to run that for 2 months, 3 months. Now, if you can't get it from the bank, you can't borrow it from anybody, you can go find some private investors that will do bridge loans, and that would be, they do anything from 24 hours all the way up to like 5-6 months. They are out there, and you'll find one in your local area. Explain them the story, show him your papers, and from there they can walk through how much of bridge loan they'll give you and what percentages they'll give you on that. Your goal is to pay that back once you get moving and structure it so you can go ask for a loan from the bank after, a line of credit, and throw that money in, pay the person off, so you're good to go. It's going to be a high interest, but at least you're getting your business back on board and off you go. Everything needs to be in a logical manner. So if you can borrow the money from somebody then go do that. Maybe it's 5 people, you borrow it and you put it into one account so they know it's in there. Negotiate something nice with the 5 people or 2 people or 1 person that can help you, and off you go. Get your business back and running, get the cash flow going, figure out what you're gonna do with the bank account so he doesn't take money again, because right now he was gone for a year and then leaving, and it's the whole story is so chaotic. You don't know what's going on, and he's mentally ill on a certain level. It has to be something to do with that. And if he is a narcissist, then yeah, and I've heard narcissists do this, like where they just get up and go, and husband or wife are sitting there wondering what the hell happened, where are they? And if this is the scenario you're dealing with, and they are a narcissist, you're not going to win a battle head on. Your goal is to get the divorce done, okay? Get rid of him. And if he is a narcissist, you're not going to see him go away that easy. He's not going to just set up the divorce and it's done. He's going to sit there and try to take you to the cleaners like there's no tomorrow and destroy your life. This is what they do. I will be making a video on the why of the destroying of the life, but you need to get rid of him as soon as possible. You need to get that all straighten up with your business, get the business rolling, and clear yourself of all this drama that's gone on. You're already calling him your ex-husband, which is like epically great. This is what you really needed to do. So focus on making sure no emotions get involved. You don't want to be angry. You don't want to be picking up the phone, calling him, screaming at him. You don't want to be emailing him. You don't want to do anything. Now the lawyer is going to take care of it. He can contact the authorities, go through that process, and figure it all out in a logical manner. Whenever you feel angry, just think of, what would Nico say right now? You tell me to just shut up and don't say anything and sit down, calm down, and then address a situation or the issue at hand in a logical manner. You don't want to get caught in a place where he's recording you or he's saving the emails of anything you're writing that could be potentially harmful to your case as you go down the road with this thing. The goal again is cash flow for you and the lawyer to take care of everything. Contact your accountant, go through that process, figure out where the money went, what money, how did he get money to leave for a year? You can't just get up, go somewhere for a year without money. It's chaos. Like, it's chaotic to think about it. So take some time, go through that process, and just make sure you are having the support that you need. Go get in touch with some friends and make sure your friends are there with you. Have some trustworthy ones that can be there on when you're needed, because this is kind of a dangerous situation. Like, I would be looking at it as a dangerous situation in my mind, of not like certainly 100% hurtful things happening, but scenarios occurring where you're gonna get super scared that something could happen, and you don't want to be placed in a situation like that, because then your emotions are gonna get your emotions are going to be in control, and then things escalate from there where something bad could happen, and you never know what could happen. Going forward, make sure you do those steps, and I think if you stick to it, in a year from now, I guarantee you'll be feeling much better. Once this divorce and he's out of your life, everything will be back and to normal, and you're going to be going back to your regular life, and happiness will come back. So take some time with that. Everybody, comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what the scenario would turn out if you did take a different approach. And of course, like and subscribe.